Good afternoon, and welcome to a More Than Meets the Eye Blindformers crossover. Today we're going to be covering a Core Class Transformer, and we've already done a box opening for Core Class Optimus Prime with Bumblebee, Trailer, and Roller, but today we're going to do more of an in-depth review, and I'm going to talk about them more in the I've learned them, and now I'm going to share them with you. We got to share together the learning process of opening the box and figuring out what's inside. But today I'm really just going to break down what was inside that box, the pros and the cons, and give a final grade on what I think this entire set is worth, and what I think the overall grade of this set should be. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more and help me raise awareness for the blind, or listen to more and want to help me raise awareness for the blind, then please hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment below and tell me what you think of the Core Class series so far. Since they started it back up in Kingdom, I know it used to be called Legend Scale, but now it's called Core Scale. And let me know what you think of that. And also, what do you think of this Bumblebee? This Target exclusive buzzworthy Bumblebee that came with this set. Let me know in the comments below. Share your thoughts and feelings on this Transformer and this set. All right, well, let's get into it, and we'll do some comparisons of the vehicle modes. I've got a few of the Core Class figures that have come out so far, just kind of hanging around here, so make it easier for size comparisons. First off, let's go ahead and compare the Bumblebee vehicle, which is my least favorite part of this entire set. So the Bumblebee vehicle is almost as long as the Ironhide vehicle is, and the Bumblebee vehicle is just about as wide. And it's interesting that this, see, let's get it right there. Okay, so the Bumblebee vehicle can fit inside of Prime's trailer. Ironhide cannot fit inside of Prime's trailer, but that's not Ironhide's fault. He's got these two giant hinges that we saw in the Siege Ironhide on his sides, and those hinges stop him from being able to fit into the trailer. And it's a big shame. I think that would have been really cool if he could fit in there. But the trailer's just too skinny. But he can fit on the other thing. Hi, Cream. You're just gonna lay down right there? Yeah. Get your tail out of my way. Get your tail out of Get your tail, Cream. Your tail. It's in my elbow spot. Get your tail out of my way. Okay. So that's Bumblebee and Ironhide. Now here's set Bumblebee off to the side. We've got Ironhide here against the trailer. Ironhide against the very bumper of the trailer. His nose of his vehicle comes to the very end of Prime's truck mode. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. And then we can put him in the very front and match him up with the front of Prime. And he actually is a little longer than Prime's vehicle mode. So Prime plus trailer is 2 Ironhides in length. Isn't that neat? I'd transform Ratchet and showcase that, but I don't feel like it. So we're going to set Ironhide over here to the side, and let's take a look at the other figure I have down here. We've got Megatron and Soundwave. We're going to talk about Soundwave later, though. Do we have anybody else to talk about today as part of this? What are you? Yup? Nope. Okay. Cool. We've got all the guys we're going to talk about and a few things that Cream's knocked over. And let's grab the Megatron. Alright, so here's Megatron. And Megatron goes, we're going to put him at the back end of the trailer, and he goes just a little bit further, and the tip of him goes almost to the rear wheel for Optimus Prime. On the front, he goes just a bit further, so this is like, 1.8 Megatrons long. Now, here's a nice little side-by-side with Megatron and Optimus Prime. I think that really works out pretty well. The semi-truck and the tank seem to be about the right comparison in size. Yeah, the tank barrel is smaller than Optimus Prime's window. You don't have any rear view mirrors to do some scaling on with Megatron. That's okay. So let's set Megatron off to the side, and let's talk about this. Yeah, you can sit on that corner. There you go. Now let's go ahead and talk about what's in this trailer. Now this trailer, we're going to open it up. We're going to open it up. There it goes. and peel it open. We'll talk about the trailer, and then I'm going to talk about the Bumblebee. We'll leave Bumblebee for last. So you can pull down this little ramp, and Roller can just kind of roll out and down. Isn't that neat? Look at the little roller. This roller has Optimus Prime's gun on his back. He actually fits the gun quite well. He's got a little spot designed for it. But his spot is also a siege peg. So, or a siege port. So I've got the little gun right here to showcase that. You can put a regular weapon from your deluxe class figures or your Voyager or leader class or what have you. Um, all of their weapons can fit into this little bitty Roller's thing on his back. Net neat. Roller can also carry another thing with him. We've got this big old gun thingamajig, and it can fit into that little spot on Roller. We can plug it in just nicely, and then we can let's put it down so we can slide the trailer there. There we go. Yeah, move it there. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. That's great. See, if you use the if you do the city formers or the building formers like I've been doing, the ones like Ironworks and Air Raid, the I think that they can work pretty well with this because I like to think they're actually core class scale. It's just that they're buildings, so they work better with core class figures. And having this big cannon, they can actually use it. So you could just have this little dude pull up the giant cannon, and then an entire building transforms into a robot, and the cannon comes up, and they use it. I think that'd be fun. But that's something you can do with Roller. Roller can pull that nicely, which I'm always happy to find something else that that thing can be utilized for because it was the worst accessory to come with Kingdom Rodimus Prime. So there's that. I'm going to give the gun back to Roller and park him on the side of the trailer off to the edge. Now, we're going to also showcase something else about this real quick. Let's go ahead and half close this trailer, and we're going to pick it up off of Optimus Prime's back. We're going to bring down the kickstand for it and set it down gently. There we go. We'll set it down like that. Perfect. Okay, so we've got Optimus Prime and his weird little shield thing. Let's go ahead and pull up that kickstand tab. Now let's get this plugged into the shield. Sadly, though, it doesn't plug in too well because of how long this area is. But because of the way the shield is shaped on Optimus Prime's trailer area, the trailer hitch thing, it holds it. It doesn't hold it well, but you can put it in there, and Optimus Prime will pull it. You can even reverse him. Isn't that neat? You see, you can just reverse him and pull, and reverse him and pull. So that's something you can do with your core class Optimus Prime now that you have that that little piece, and it actually makes it just slightly taller than it should be. It still is pretty cool that you could get Optimus Prime, and I think it's awesome. Yeah, having this semi truck pull this giant weapon. That's awesome. Okay, let's set the giant weapon off to the side. We're done with it. Let's talk about this trailer some more. We're going to set Optimus Prime over here. He can park next to Bumblebee and Megatron so they stay out of the way. And let's open this trailer back up. I just wanted to make sure you witnessed that. So we'll pull Roller out. Now, Roller, before I forget, he is a fun little dude. He's got 6 little wheels. He's tiny. He's like, he's not very big at all. He got he's made out of decent plastic. This is good stuff. He does have a little weight to him. And you get the little compartment in the front, the little driver area where you could fit 2 pilots. And then in the back, there's a place where 2 more could sit possibly. And, his Roller was a little transport vehicle that came out of Optimus Prime. And the original G1 version had little figures when you bought it from Japan. And you could actually put them in Roller. And that was really neat. But we'll just go ahead and give Roller his, Optimus Prime's gun back. There we go. And on the underside of Roller, they did a good job. That's actually some really nice texture work there. There's a little screw hole, but nice. It's just sculpted out the wazoo. This is a really great Roller, and I really wish the leader class Optimus Prime had come with a Roller. Still upsets me that I never got that Roller. Okay, Now, the other things that we get in this trailer are the air station, or the anti-aircraft gun thing, or the meta thing that it folds out from the back of the trailer. And this thing's pretty neat. It folds down to this big clumpy thing at the end of the trailer. And I had the G1 Optimus Prime when I was a kid, and this part was actually kind of fun. This thing folded up, and but the G1 version also had a little spring-loaded contraption that you could shoot roller out of the vehicle. But this thing folds up. The first fold is closer to the end of the trailer, and it will fold straight up. And then the second fold is in there, but I advise you get your fingers in there deep, because that connection there is very stiff, and you'll break the top off this thing. But interestingly enough, this is a siege peg, so if you want to take the top off this, you can. Now, where is my gun? Here it is. And we can put the gun into there. And then, all right. I just think that's fun. Okay, set that gun down. Let's go ahead and reattach this front part here. There it is. And there we go. Oh, no, we didn't. No, there's not. There we go. Yeah, that's it. It's cooking with gas. There we go. And he's got this little arm that folds over. It's on a little bit of a ball joint, so you can get some good movement in it. And it's got the axe. It's the only place I found to really be able to store the axe, and you can just fold it over. So he can just hold on to the axe for Prime, and this thing does rotate 360 degrees around the edges. Isn't that neat? And what did I knock over? Oh, nothing. Good. Okay, so that's that. It's got a little arm that has a perfect little plug for the axe, and the axe can actually fit on the other side of it. Or you can set the axe off to the side, and over here on the far side, if you have the back of the trailer facing away from you, then these are on the left-hand side. There's two little peg holes that Bumblebee's two guns come with. So we got one gun there. Come on, other gun. Let's get out the other Bumblebee gun. Now, both of these Bumblebee guns, if I'm doing this right, one can fit on one side of this thing. Come on, there it goes. And the other one can fit on the other side of this thing. Dip, dip, dip. Come on, come on. There we go. And now you have double gun action on the little arm. Isn't that fun? Bumblebee's guns are kind of neat. He does get a chance to hold him, and we'll talk about that when we transform the Bumblebee. But we'll talk about these guns real quick. They're not very big. They're about the length of from the tip of my thumb to my first thumb knuckle. That's not a very long gun, but it is nice, and it's made of some hard, sturdy plastic. It feels like resin. It's got some good details to it, and a little bit of weight too. And it's surprising for something so small. And the other one is like a pipe with a handle on it, and this one is also as long as my first joint. Actually, it's shorter than the first joint in my thumb, from thumb tip to that joint. So let's set these guys down inside the trailer. We're going to let them stay loose for now. I may regret that. Actually, for now, let's go ahead and put everything back together for this trailer, because I have a tendency of losing things, or having accidents happen and things just fly all over the place. So let's go ahead and fold this trailer back up. There we go. Fold it back up nicely. And there's the axe. Let's put the axe back. Always worried about losing my accessories. More so now that I lost that piece from Brawn. Still upsets me that that happened. Alright, I'm just going to let these two guns lay loose inside the trailer, because we're going to talk about them in a minute. But I'm definitely going to close the trailer up so I don't accidentally lose those pieces. Do you mind guarding them, Roller? Park in there and guard those guns. We're going to talk about them in a bit. There. Alright, we're going to set this over here, off to the side, by the ratchet. There we go. Okay, now let's talk about this Optimus Prime, and we'll talk about the Bumblebee. First off, we'll talk about Bumblebee and teach you how to transform him. So, where's the Bumblebee? There he is. Alright, so this Bumblebee is kind of... I'm a little annoyed by it because of it's made with some inferior plastic. It feels, it feels like a legacy, a Legends scale toy that they just decided to rehash and throw into Core Class. So it doesn't really have the feel of current Core Class figures, doesn't have the engineering of current Core Class figures. It's a little bigger than current Core Class figures. There's a lot I don't like about this Bumblebee, and that's a shame. I would like to like this Bumblebee, but Sadly, its vehicle mode is too big. It needed to be just a smidge smaller in vehicle mode, and I really hope they figure that out, especially since 40th anniversary is next year. So let's go ahead and teach you how to transform this Bumblebee. He's not that hard to transform. So first off, what you want to do is you want to loosen up the sides. Just come around to the sides and pull on things. The wheel well around each of the rear wheels actually folds away, so you want to make sure you pull on each of those first just to disrupt the connections and make it a little easier. Then take the back half of the car in one hand and take the front half of the car in the other. Put your thumb on top of the roof of the car and put your other thumb on the hood and then pull away. There you go. That's actually just pulling the knees out for the feet, and we're going to separate the feet, and then we're going to fold the feet down and make his toesy woesies. Okay, so there's the transformation for the feet. Not too bad. The front end of the vehicle becomes the front of his toes, and then that front wheel is actually on the side of his foot. So now we're going to pull away this other side here. We're going to get this side going. And let's go ahead and pull this. Ah, Cream! Hi, you. What's up? So we're going to pull these edges away. It is a little difficult to pull this stuff away. Go ahead and try and collapse the back of the vehicle from the front. Wait! No! Why? And that is why I sealed the trailer. That is the exact reason why I sealed the trailer. Right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and come back here because Cream's really trying to distract us. Let's grab these pieces, the stupid wheel well pieces that never want to fold the way they're supposed to fold. And Cream, really, man. And we can pull down each of these wheels. Let's get these pulled down on each side. Come on, wheels. There it goes. Ah, nuts. I broke that wheel off. Now fold up each of these sides. And, don't mind the cat. Hi, Cream. And let's get the arm fell off, so we've got to replace this ball bearing in there. And this ball bearing is always difficult to get at because of the way this transformer works. This is one of the reasons I don't like him too much. He falls apart really easily mid-transformation. Hi, Cream. And so that... Cream! Oh my god! Cream, well... What's wrong with you? Oh, you're getting hair all over the place. I'm trying to figure out this arm. This arm that totally just sheared away on the side. Crap. Alright. So let's just continue the transformation and we'll try to... Nuts, I broke off the other arm. Okay, let's set that arm down. Let's try to replace these arms. This is the thing I dislike about this. I really don't like ball joints. I would like ball joints more if the stupid ball joints would stay together longer. But now we got to figure out how to get in here and fish out the stupid ball joint for his arm. Where did your ball joint go? Nuts. I've already tried making another video about this guy, and this exact thing happened before, and I tried not to let it happen again. So we're just going to pull that ball bearing around, put my thumb and forefinger on it to make sure it's stable, and now we're going to reattach this. There it is. Okay, so reattach, reattach. Come on. Is that reattached? Are you reattached, or are you just lying to me? Okay, I think it's reattached. Cool. Let's do the other side now. All right, there's the ball bearing. I found the ball bearing and put my finger on it so it doesn't move again. You little bastard. And let's put that piece back in there. Come on. Come on, ball bearing. Don't you move around on me. I always dislike it when they put a super weak connection point right next to a joint like that. Make the connection points next to joints tougher. Yep. Designers. All right, so there's that spot. Let's slide it in. Come on. Come on. Come on, ball joint. All right, there's that. Let's get it. Come on, come on. I got the other one pretty good. The other one was easy. You can be easy too. Come on. Get in there, you stupid ball joint. Okay, I don't want to waste any more time trying to fix that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to review this guy. So you fold the rest of the back of the vehicle down and you pop out Bumblebee's head. As you can probably figure out, this is why I don't like this Bumblebee, because that arm always falls off, and I just don't like it whenever the transformer falls apart when you're trying to transform him. But there's one-armed Bumblebee. We're just going to leave it like that. We're going to put his arm over here off to the side. I tried this before with Bumblebee, and it took me like 10 minutes to fix everything, and that was a lot of wasted time on the video. And we're trying not to have a 30-plus minute video here. Next bit. So that was Bumblebee. He sucks. He really does. This Bumblebee. Where did the Ratchet go? I had Ratchet right. Oh, right. You knocked Ratchet over. That's the good Bumble. Where's Ratchet, Cream? Well, this is Shockwave. I don't know where the Ratchet went. Wait, are you Ratchet? Yeah, you're Ratchet. Okay, cool. So let's do that. Get this sweat off my face. I swear to you guys, this has been one of the most humid summers of my life. Alright, so there we go. Ratchet and Bumblebee next to each other. The Bumblebee is actually a good scale compared to the Ratchet. Excellent scaling right there. We're going to set them off to the side because I don't really want to talk about the Bumblebee anymore. Now, let's talk about this Optimus Prime and the worst part about it. So this Optimus Prime we've covered in previous core class videos, and the newest part of this Optimus Prime is this shield doohickey. But Optimus Prime doesn't have the ability to carry this shield. His arms aren't for it. They didn't add any special treatment to his arms to allow him to carry the shield. And I've already transformed this Optimus Prime on a video dedicated to him in the core class playlist, so I do advise you watching that video if you want to. The worst part about this Optimus Prime, of course, is the head that never wants to really come out. You got to really work at it to get that head to come out all the way. Yeah, you like a little scale curve. Nuts. Okay, now let's go ahead and get these legs separated and then peel this stuff up. Come on, come on. Do the thing. Do the thing, Jolly. Alright. Jolly, do the thing. Okay, there we go. Spin. Spin, you bastard. Okay. Now that separates down. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Optimus Prime transformed. It was I do like this Optimus Prime's transformation. It's not too bad. And the arms don't just randomly fall off midway through transformation because, why not have the arms fall off? Come on. These joints are really tight on his arms. There we go. Okay, so this Optimus Prime has nothing on the sides of his arms to allow the this shield to fit. And this is the worst. This is just terrible. I hate it whenever we get an action figure with an accessory the action figure cannot use. There's a little spot on the underside of this to plug into his hand, but it's not long enough to plug into his hand. It will not plug into his hand. His hands are too recessed. That's just stupid. So I set Optimus Prime over here, and that's why I have Ratchet out, because Ratchet's actually got a plug on the side of his arm, and this shield bit can fit on the side of the Ironhide Ratchet mold's arm. There we go. I think that's pretty cool. I do like the fact that the shield can fit on him. Just hate the fact it can't fit on the Optimus Prime. So that is the explanation of these things. Oh, I forgot to showcase the little guns. The guns being held by Bumblebee. They got rattled around in here because Cream decided to play with it. Where did the guns go? Okay, come on, guns. Okay, there's one. There's the other one. There's the other one. And the other one is right there. Excellent, excellent. Cool, I got them both. Okay, put the roller back in here. And let's pull out the Bumblebee over here. One-armed Bumblebee. And we're going to put the little gun. He's got a tiny, tiny little hand, and the gun will fit in it. So that's one gun in his hand. It's an excellent little gun. It actually works out pretty well for him, even though I do not like his arms or his hands. I just think this Bumblebee is a total waste. He is a POS. He is a POS. And it's neat that these guns can fit into his hands, but his transformation doesn't make it fun. So there's that gun in his hand. It's not too bad. Now, I'm just going to drop him. All right, so set these guns back in there. And finally, we're going to do one last size comparison with Soundwave. Yeah, because everybody loves Soundwave. Soundwave next to the trailer. And I'm just going to close the trailer up real quick to kind of give you the take a look at that comparison. And then Soundwave next to Optimus Prime. Not Optimus Prime, that's Ratchet. Optimus Prime. Here we go. There we are. Soundwave next to Optimus. And I'm going to leave the video out there. Thank you so much for watching today's video. My overall grading of this set is going to be a 6 out of 10. I'm sorry, I wanted to give it a better grade. I really did, but that Bumblebee is just trash. That Bumblebee is just horrid. It's horrendous. If I had to label the worst Transformer of the year for 2022, it would have been Core Class Hot Rod. For 2023, it's going to be Core Class Bumblebee. That is just the worst figure of the year. That thing is terrible, and I hate touching it. It doesn't feel right. It feels oily. It feels nasty to the touch. It's just a nasty Transformer, and they need to take that mold out back and shoot it because they don't need it anymore. They need to get rid of it. And I have a feeling that what it is it doesn't even feel like it came from the same factory. So I think that they're just a bunch of those legend scale Bumblebees in a warehouse that Hasbro's just trying to figure out how to get rid of them all. That's why they packed them in double pack with this Optimus Prime, because they're like, we just got to get rid of these 100,000 Bumblebees we made that are all crap, but we need to get rid of them. We need to make our money back, even though it was a bad idea to make them in the first place. Anyway, that's been my review of this set. I think overall, 6 out of 10. The trailer, the roller, and the doohickey that comes with it, really fun, really cool additions. The fact that the shield part, the fifth wheel part, doesn't fit on Optimus Prime's arm is bad. The fact that they didn't even try to remold the Optimus Prime, even a slight retool, would have made it work. If they just retooled his legs to be able to hold it, to hold the trailer, that would have worked out pretty well. They could have just done some slight retooling with this. I don't know why they didn't. There's a lot of questions I have about this set that just are confusing. I really honestly wish they had just sold the trailer by itself and told you to deal with it. That's my opinion. I just wanted the trailer by itself with everything. That was it. I don't want the Bumblebee. I didn't really want the Optimus Prime either. The trailer wise though, the trailer by itself, 10 out of 10. It's just that everything else that comes with the trailer knocks down the grade to a 6. Thank you so much for watching, and please tune in tomorrow where on our Building Braille with Blind Prime we will be covering the letter X, which is the letter my name ends with. Isn't that neat? Till next Prime, bye-bye for now.